Hey, what's up guys, my name is Charlie. Today we're going to be doing some more requested reaction videos, and this video is requested by LoadRunner13, and it's going to be Critical Path by brutalmoose, of course. So yeah, let's check out the video, shall we? Let's go.
I've not seen such bravery.
A big selling point for some games these days is the idea of multiple endings, branching pathways, the idea that
true.
you as a player are affecting the world of the game and that your choices matter. It's not often that we see a game brag about having a linear storyline. I mean, sure they may mention it, but they're not going to go out of their way to boast about it. Well, today we're going to look at a game that was apparently so thrilled to force you to stick to their storyline that they named the game after that very idea.
Damn.
Today we're going to be doing our best to stick to the critical path.
Critical
Path
okay.
is a game released in 1994, developed by Mechadeus, who interestingly enough would become Mondo Media and go on to produce some familiar online shows like Dr. Tran and Happy Tree Friends. The game stars Eileen Weisinger in her first acting role. She would go on to have various small acting roles here and there, but seems to be most successful as a stunt performer, where she has quite an impressive portfolio.
Nemesis,
but don't let all of this positivity get you fooled. I mean, just because some of the people involved went on to do impressive things doesn't make Critical Path a good game.
True.
Is it a good game?
I don't know.
I don't
I've
know.
seen it.
Let's find out.
The game opens with some credits and then, oof, look at that teeny tiny
Whoa,
video.
what's
I
with
show
that?
you
It's
this
like
so
a
you don't have to wonder
Warbird
why it looks so
game
bad when I
cutscene
scale it up.
is.
The original files are only 240 by 180 pixels, so you're gonna have to kind of bear with me on the video quality here.
Yeah,
Earth
that's...
has been devastated by a third world war.
Really? Oh my
Really?
god, I can't wait to see what it looks like.
It
Yeah.
began when terrorists obtained biological and nuclear
Biological and
weapons.
nuclear
Okay,
weapons. What, is
well,
this
show me what
Resident
it looks
Evil?
like then.
Today,
The G-Virus?
90% of the world's population lies dead.
In a world where a bunch of cool stuff happened, people died, bombs exploded, but we don't have the budget to show you any
Yeah,
of that,
you
so
don't
here's
get
some
to see
why.
any of that crap. We show you what you deserve to see.
Ah, I see. During the Third World War, it looks
Of
like
course.
radio communication technology was fused with kazoo technology. I have no idea what these people are saying. The
Nor do
helicopters
I.
approach an island for some reason. I'm still not totally sure why.
Yeah, what's with
According
that
to the
island?
opening
It's like
monologue,
Pilot
I think we're a
Wing
small group
64
of sane
island.
survivors of nuclear warfare looking for a safe haven.
Excellent.
But as you can
Excellent.
tell from the ominous guitar riff, I have a feeling this isn't going to go as planned. One of the helicopters makes a landing, while the aircraft piloted by the main character, Kat, remains airborne.
Okay.
Units gone. Those bullets impact the spirit.
What do these people even say?
I have
I feel
no
like I'm
idea.
missing important plot points here.
Yeah.
Kat takes off for an airfield, but doesn't get very far before tragedy strikes. And warning, if you're easily disturbed, you might want to look away for this part.
Okay.
Oh, the horror.
Wow,
it's too
yeah,
much.
the dramaticness.
Let's see it one more time, though.
It's
The
pretty
obvious
awesome.
question here is, how is
Boom.
this guy dying, but Kat came out completely unharmed?
Don't
But the
ask
real
questions, it's a
question
video
is,
game.
Why does she have a calculator strapped to her wrist?
Yeah, what's up with that?
Kat, before I die, could you
Is that a hack
tell me
pad?
the square root of 324?
Maybe it's a hack.
All right, stop, pause the show.
I have no idea what's going on. I'm almost positive that we don't control Kat, but I have no idea where our character even is. I feel like I missed some important dialogue here, so I'm just gonna take a peek at the game synopsis in here.
Okay.
Okay, so there's two helicopters. In one are Kat and I'm not sure what this guy's name is.
Nor do I.
Night Force Joe.
Night Force Joe.
So we've got Night Force Joe and Kat in this helicopter, and we're in this helicopter, which is being piloted by someone named Greer. A part in our helicopter is busted, and we need a replacement, so Kat salvages the part from the crashed helicopter and begins making her way towards us. Why
Okay.
did we think this island would be a sanctuary? I don't know. Sounds like someone didn't quite do the math.
Oh, come on. That's so cheesy.
Okay? I can see you on the security camera above you. To your right.
Where's Greer?
Greer is dead. My leg is full of shrapnel.
Oh, he's dead. Your leg is full of shrapnel.
Night Horse is dead too.
Night Horse is dead too.
Oh,
So that's
Night
really a lot
Horse.
like
That was pretty
Resident
close.
Evil 1.
Before we even get a chance to learn the purpose of the
PlayStation,
panel in front of
you
us,
know,
Kat begins to
classic,
move. We have to
original,
help her
not
get
the
to our
remastered.
chopper safely through the use of security cameras, a camera
Jill,
that
sounds
she's
like
wearing,
Jill.
and a control panel that does, well, we still have to figure that part out.
9 rounds. 9 lives.
9 rounds. And, whoa.
Great. At least it does know. If there's anything you can do, soldier, you better do it now.
Shoot,
Run
I don't know
maybe?
what to do. This button? This one? I opened to shoot. Did that help? Ooh,
Oh,
guess
damn.
not. Wait,
Yep,
she has
game
8
over.
lives left? So they gave Kat
What?
9 lives?
Cat, 9 lives?
Pretty
What?
bad.
Yeah,
But not
come
as
with
bad as
that
the fact
cat
that I have
thing.
no idea what to do. I'm just randomly clicking buttons, hoping that one of them does something to help out, but none of them seem to do anything. The only kind of
She's
feedback
named
I
Kat,
get is
she
when I
gets
try and
lots of
turn on a
lives.
siren. It shuts off and then says, no, no, too loud. Like,
No, no,
come on,
too
isn't that
loud.
the point of a siren? To be loud? Ah, well, it doesn't matter. Kat dies over and over again as the game of continual trial and error drags on. When she got down to 5 lives, I won't lie, I caved and looked up the answer, because I'm seriously lost here. Apparently what we have to do is activate the detonator by typing in 1, 2, 3 on the control panel and pressing
How
the
would
red
you
button.
know that?
Alright, 1, 2,
Two,
3,
three.
and push the red button.
Okay.
Push the red button? Push the red button.
Press
Push
the red button.
Frank. 1, 2, 3
Press the red button.
Just push the button.
Oh, this is
Okay.
gonna be one of those games, isn't it?
Not only is the action you do important in Critical Path, but the time at which you do it is just as specific.
Oh,
To get past this
Jesus.
section, we can't kill the people attacking Kat until she finishes saying her line. So even if you
Of
figure out what
course,
you're supposed
come
to
on.
do, it's possible to mess it up because there's really no indication as to when that action becomes available. So this should be fun, right? Kat climbs into some mine carts that are being operated by someone else, which means that we probably aren't the only ones at a control panel. Okay, we're definitely not the only one at a control panel.
Yeah,
Kat's
the evil
minecart
voice,
lines up with a
Jesus.
lift, and she begins her ascent.
I gotta say, this game looks a
Oh,
bit
that doesn't look good.
really bizarre, but strangely goodly bizarre. It's like a roller coaster 3D experience.
Can I do something?
Yeah, do something.
Nope, sorry.
Ooh, damn.
So the big question here is, am I missing something? I mean,
I
surely
don't
there's
know.
something to help us out here. Well, luckily, I am, and there is.
This notebook here contains the writings of, presumably, the person who not only works in this tower, but also the leader of this entire operation against Kat. You can
Wow.
also clearly tell that he's gone insane, a fact they convey through rampant capitalization errors. The page here talks about the lift we're on. He writes that by pushing 152, we can trigger an explosion.
Okay.
Oh, there they
Damn.
go. What a gruesome
awesome.
effect. Alright, now she's on a conveyor belt, and I actually know how to save her this time. Stop conveyor belt. Okay, stop conveyor belt. Stop conveyor belt.
Oh. What the
Even when the
fuck?
answer is right in front of us, stop conveyor belt. It just doesn't work. Somehow I managed to do the action both too early and too late.
So I'm supposed to press the button after this camera change, which I did, but apparently it was too late. I'm also getting the message, let her get a little hotter, which I think is
What?
intended to help with the timing, but it only added to my confusion as it popped up while she was falling into the lava. It's
Yeah.
hard to wait any longer than that. I am kind of glad I got to see her die here, though. Look at how slow the conveyor belt is moving when
I
she
wish she could
launches
just-
herself off of it. You
Yeah,
can even see
bullshit.
Her push off with
She's
her
pushing
arm.
herself
So after we
off it.
correctly time our button press, Kat moves forward, and we get a nice little glimpse of the man behind all of this insanity.
Of
Welcome
course.
to my
Oh.
facility.
Jesus.
I'm General Min. You and your lovely friend have been quite amusing so far.
I wish I
am
could
most
say the
anxious
same thing about the
to
game.
meet her in person. Assuming, of course, she survives.
Ha ha
Yeah,
ha.
that is pretty fun.
That is just... Oh god.
Still funny, I guess.
Wow, this guy's fucking laughing up a log.
Kat finally descends the steps of the giant vat of lava, and of course is immediately swarmed by
It was so
enemies.
bad it was funny.
Oh my god, I don't know
okay.
what to do, and this is Kat's last life. I really don't want to start over from the beginning, but I also don't think I can stop it.
Damn. Ooh. You can try
Wow,
that.
that was an overwhelmingly disappointing game over screen. I guess someone started to shoot at us from behind and we just didn't bother to turn around?
Lucky for us, there's really no consequence for losing all of our lives. We're able to load the last area that we beat, and we start off with the number of lives that we had left. So instead of just starting from where we left off, we start from where we left off. I guess they just gave Kat 9 lives for the sake of the joke. After opening the furnace to save Kat, who somehow didn't die from the lava that's pouring all over the place,
look at
we
that.
operate a crane for
Pouring
her.
everywhere.
Alright! Now get me out of here! Man,
Whoa!
The
Damn.
rest of the game has been thoroughly disappointing, but this is a pretty cool moment at least.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's pretty
hush.
dramatic.
this is not my idea of flying, Private.
Shh, Kat, you're ruining this for me.
My hands are slipping.
Look, I know you're holding on for your life or whatever, but I'm trying to enjoy this, okay? Kat drops down onto a catwalk and then comes a
Okay.
bit more straightforward
Catwalk, of course.
level. She's unable to see because her eyes are burning because of,
My eyes are burning.
Why?
I don't know, just because.
Just
Using
because,
the arrows
of
on the
course.
screen, we have to tell her when and what direction to turn. If we make a mistake, she plummets to her death.
Ooh.
No big deal.
Ouch,
Once
yeah.
we've successfully reached the exit, we receive a bit of a refresh on the plot.
It's just a game. A sick game. With some maniac pulling the strings.
Damn,
for that,
someone,
Kat, and
someone
it's
give
on
this
to the
woman
next
an
room.
Oscar.
Can you
She's an
believe this?
incredible actor.
This sick son of a was using these crosses to smuggle drugs.
Oh, what kind of second-rate drug operation is this? They're just leaving the drugs on the
Yeah,
floor?
come on, that's-
But you should take
that's
pride
like
in your work, even if you are
10 million
smuggling drugs.
$10 million
guess.
right there on
After
the floor.
climbing a ladder,
Even
Kat
probably
finds
more.
herself being pursued and in desperate need of assistance. But once again, it takes me too long to find the right page in the notebook and decipher what I'm supposed to do, so she gets shot and... I just love
Throws
how she
herself
falls
off.
here. It looks like a big gust of wind caught hold of her umbrella and carried her away. What I'm actually supposed to do is enter
fucking
the
Mary
number
Poppins
of
girl.
Satan, which provides an equally
666.
entertaining cutscene. There it is.
Damn.
Kat wanders around for a bit and then finds herself smack dab in the middle of a torture chamber.
It's actually pretty crazy. I kind of fascinated by the animated scenes, honestly.
Please, I beg you.
What are you doing here?
The General, General Min, and the others. They're insane.
Cool.
They've locked me up and left me here to die.
Yeah.
Overreactor, maybe.
Release me.
No,
I can get you out of here.
no,
You're lucky they didn't
No.
kill you already.
no,
Wait a minute.
no, no. Oh, come on, Kat, you know better than that.
Can
Damn.
you walk?
Yes. Just give me a moment. It's been so long.
Alert, alert, don't give him
Damn.
a moment. Ah, Kat, you're really
Come on, that was so
stupid,
stupid.
you know? While she's busy regretting her life choices, I'm able to look up how to turn on the electric chair so we can fry this guy.
Okay.
Entering the temperature at which
Let's fry
paper
this guy.
burns? Are you serious? It's hard enough to figure out the thing I'm supposed to do, harder to figure out the exact moment I'm supposed to do it, but now you're gonna make me look up what temperature paper burns at?
Yeah, who the
writes this
fuck
kind of
knows
crap
that
in a
shit?
journal? He's an
I
insane
don't know what
general, not an
temperature
insane
paper
paper
burns.
scientist.
Yeah. This isn't paper, this is a
Yep, there he
human.
goes.
so-
Whoa, what kind
Whoa.
of electric chair is this?
Damn.
Shocking. You really ought to quit smoking.
Alright, you
Oh,
can't
come
double
on.
dip with the one-liners. Either
Yeah.
it's shocking or he should have quit smoking. And you probably should have just stuck with shocking because we have no
Just
idea
stick
if this
with
guy even
shocking.
smoked.
Kat makes it to an elevator and actually arrives at the helicopter. I'm kind of surprised that we made it.
Welcome, my little gato. I'm General Min. You've done very well, but now the game is over.
Oh hey, it looks
Oh,
like we
boy.
finally get to turn on that siren. That's something, right?
Oh yeah. What
I
the?
like that she waited for him to look away, look back, and then a few more seconds before actually shooting him. Good plan, Kat.
Yeah.
Okay, soldier, you've got a plane to catch.
No, that's
No,
not
that's
an
not-
airplane.
that's not a
it's
plane, that's a helicopter.
Kat. You're the
Yeah.
one flying me out of
That's
here.
not a
I
fucking
really
plane.
prefer if you knew the difference between the two.
It's supposed to be an experienced military person. Yeah, the facial animations on this.
I don't know what to say about it, but
Just go with it.
we gotta see it one more time.
Okay. Just go with it.
Welcome aboard!
I guess somehow we got onto the helicopter. Don't think we're gonna get an explanation for that one.
Fuck it. What? I mean, this is just... Even Resident Evil 1 was more fucking superior than this shit. What's he doing? Okay, now he's shooting. Just no bullets.
This one's for Joe Nighthorse, sucker!
Oh, damn. Fuck me, right between the eyes. And the Resident Evil ending, flying in the sunset.
Perhaps the greatest ending to a game I've ever seen.
Yeah, that's fucked
The
up
cheesiness
amazingly
is real
coolness
here.
to
Look
it.
at how bad all of it looks. And to top it all off, Kat's closing line is, "This one's for Joe Nighthorse, sucker." It's perfect.
This one's for Joe Nighthorse, sucker!
I don't think it's possible for this moment to be ruined for me.
This cat has 10 lives.
Come on. That's so
Critical
fucking
Path
cheap.
was quite an experience, and I don't mean that in a good way. I found out after playing it that it's made its way onto a worst PC games of all time list by
Well,
PC
that is
Gamer,
the
so
way
at least I know
ties,
I'm not
Jesus.
alone in my complaints. Though it had some memorable moments, most of this game was really frustrating. Figuring
I
out what to
bet.
do wasn't fun at all, and even less
But
fun
the
was finding
scenes
out
were
that you were
pretty
doing the
cool.
right thing just at the wrong time, since there's no clear indication as to when you're actually supposed to do
Hmm.
things. Its biggest strength is that it's kind of like a cheesy action movie. but
Yeah,
you'd be
I wanted
better
to
off
see
just
more of
watching
that.
a cheesy action movie instead of playing this.
Hmm.
At least we can revel in the fact that Kat's entire trip here was pointless, and that 2 of her friends died for more or less no
Nothing,
reason.
yeah.
Oh yeah, and also this.
Oh boy.
Hey there, thanks so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please think about giving it a like and subscribing if you haven't already. If you're looking for more laughs, you should check out Youngtown's 80s styled Super Mario Maker training video. It's pretty much one of the best things ever. Also, if you're a fan of live gaming, be sure to give my Twitch page a follow and come hang out during one of my streams sometime. They're pretty chill. I think you'll enjoy it.
Oh boy. Okay, that's the end of the video. Just a bit rapping here. Just enjoying the rapping. Of course. He's gotta play this at the end. The face. It's like there's a face you sort of use when you're on the toilet. Yeah, that was Critical Path by Brutal Moose. This is the first time I've seen the game. And I gotta say, this is, even though it's really bizarre, I wouldn't like to play it. I just like to watch the cutscenes. This isn't a game I would like to play, but as, like, compiling all the cutscenes together like a movie, I'll totally watch this if this was a movie, because it looks actually pretty, sort of good. Not the game, but I mean the cutscenes in a cheesy way, if you're into that cheesy stuff. It's a bit like the Resident Evil 1, like I keep saying. It reminds me of like Resident Evil 1, if you compile all the cutscenes together, at the first, when they're shooting the dogs and the helicopter flies away. So it sort of reminds me of that sort of cheesiness to it. At the very end, the helicopter, they fly in the sunset off, and, the helicopter pad when you're fighting the boss. But yeah, it sort of reminds me of that. This really reminded me of a Resident Evil experience. Just the cheesy one-liners like, boy, you nearly became a Jill sandwich. We didn't really say boy, it was more like, you nearly became a Jill sandwich. Just cheesy, terrible puns and jokes. And that's what I got from this game. And I would say, I would play it just to see the cutscenes, because they're very fascinating in a weird, bizarre way. Yeah. If you like this video, make sure to give a like, comment down below, and make sure to subscribe to my channel if you enjoy my content. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.